No, lots of lives today. I didn't really want to get into it, but have the time to look at comments a day to myself while I wait for my truck. We're going to do Nuremberg 2.0, the catastrophic lie being put on to so many around the world. The least of all is poor Canada, a place where open door to all kinds of lies and frauds. Canada probably gets it the worst. And this 1,000 lawyers, and I have people still fighting me tooth and nail. I am a Canadian citizen, an average Joe. I've spent years researching the ICC, International Criminal Court, the highest court in the world. I've been all over the world to the greatest experts in the world. I've never lied to Canadians. I have mastered the ICC. I have mastered international law. These people telling you 1,000 lawyers, Nuremberg 2.0, wow, sounds terrific, except for a reality check here, people. I've already proven it. I put the links on. We're going to go through even more. It's specific to what I'm working on that I've been working on for years, taking my time, crossing my T's, dotting my I's, not running out with some website, false narratives, grabbing money, never asked for $1 from anybody. Don't need it. Not now. Not until we're registered and there's an election, which isn't now either, for all those who keep saying, oh, there's going to be an election. This person told me. Politicians, again, everybody, are legally allowed to lie to you. Because of this open door policy of vast lying, it brings in all the losers from all over the world. If they can sell a lie, they're allowed to sell it to you Canadians. Worse than anywhere else in the world. USA's open to that too. However, at least they have a P5 Security Council that can come in and terrorize any individual anywhere in the world they want to. That's their legal power. Not so much for Canada, but our politicians, they love to lie. They would never ever put any laws in that could ever take away their ability to lie to you. I'm going to go through it again. My last post, I give you Nuremberg as it really is. Done in the hog. Nuremberg, specifically for Germany, Nazi Germany, and Axis powers. This included Spain. This included Muslim Brotherhood. Many of the Axis powers who made their choices and the things they did, the atrocities spelled out clearly. There is no such thing as a 2.0. The P5 Security Council, which I've gone through in vast detail for 4 years. People, name search right on my Facebook, this profile, you will find absolute truth. I stand by it all. It's all there over a vast amount of years for anybody with any idea or concept they want to look at. Chances are I've gone through it. And no less than this, the P5 Security Council ruled COVID-19. 5 for 5, bound, cemented. This a global pandemic. Russia, USA, China, France, UK, 5 for 5, ruled last year, March, global pandemic. They set about making vaccines. They all produced them. They all did. They all signed world laws into place, bound, ratified by all 5. ICC is not, and I repeat, not going to entertain any Nuremberg 2.0. They wouldn't even allow that title to be used because that is specific to the atrocities committed during World War II by the Axis powers of Europe, specifically Germany, and what Nazi Germany did. You don't get to take that name and apply it to a new set on a whole different landscape. Sorry, you've all been conned. If you sent money to this 1,000 lawyers, you sent it to 1,000 fraudsters. fraudsters. I can guarantee you, vehemently, adamantly, factually, from the heart and to you that for absolute truth, there are only two prosecutors. One isn't even ascended yet. I haven't even spoke about that. You know why I didn't? That's why my June 28th, also the day of Children's Genocide. Everything with the UNSC you do in a system. How did I learn that system? I've been on the UNSC for no less than 4 years. 4 years. Everything I've given you is 100% truth. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Your country allows liars and fraudsters to come in full tilt. Full tilt. Because the politicians are legally allowed to do it. They do it all the time. You all know this to be true. Election after election. They tell you whatever you want to hear, and then they turn around and rob you blind. And it's getting worse and worse. Because of that power that they keep for themselves, anyone in the world can come and do this to you. Anyone. And if you're susceptible or you have a right or freedom you want, and they can lie to you, they will lie to you. And they will request money. Oh, we have 1,000 lawyers. It's going to cost thousands of dollars. Send us the donations. And a lot of you do. And then you're angry when I tell you the truth. Karim Khan is ascended on the 16th. He and his office are bound to the UNSC P5. Any and all. Any and all. You can look in January. You can look in December. I wrote a letter to people who actually follow me, new people coming on. If you'd take the time to see what I do, reality check in this world, there's a reason why certain people in this world follow me. Again, I'm a third-class citizen. Why would certain members of the international community decide to follow me? I'm not a lawyer. I'm a welder by trade. I'm an economist. I'm great with numbers. I'm great with that analysis, but I'm no lawyer. So why are all these lawyers following me? Terrific worldly lawyers, and then international experts or international ambassadors or huge country leaders. Why are they following me on Twitter or friending me on Facebook? Is it because I'm such a good-looking guy and I weld extremely well? Is it that I'm very poor and they feel sorry for me? Or is it possible, just possible, that the things I'm telling all of you are absolutely 100% truthful, factual, and verifiable? Like the fact I've gone to ICC a number of times. I've gone to absolutely the P5 mass amount of times on serious issues throughout this world. I can't change the fact that in their infinite power, they ruled this pandemic March 2020. They also ruled on vaccines for COVID-19. In their infinite power, the entire world voted for a very, very long time ago. We get tremendous more powers in this world than any of the current UN states have today that we've ever had. We have that. That's because of the P5. You can say, well, USA, sure, USA is the dominant factor of the UN. It's in New York. Before that, it was San Francisco. That is the world we have. I didn't create it. I'm only navigating it with absolute fact over any and all fictions. I don't do propaganda. I take my time. I study hard. I research very well. I dispel fact from fiction. I do that until I have only fact remaining. I should have said I dispel fiction from fact. I'm starting to sound like the 1000 from the NUREMBERG 2.0. Everybody, there are only two prosecutors. One just got off sanctions for trying to investigate a UNSC member. Donald Trump put that in. Now, USA let it go because she's resigned. She's given up her post. And the prosecutor is now Karim Khan, who's taking over, who doesn't ascend officially until June 16th. Our presentation doesn't go in till June 28th with the P5. Because unlike fiction, I go to the source first. Heads up, guys. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm bringing to your court. If you agree and you like my narrative, as I respect your international law, absolutely, and your power on this earth, the entire world voted for, every country in the world voted for, and signed on to the Charter of the UN 1945, may I present this to the prosecutor in this manner. And that's what I do. I would never bring forward a Nuremberg 2.0 because it's a slap in the Allies' face. It diminishes Nuremberg and the Nuremberg trials and that history that is still currently going on today. We just had another registered case in November of 2020, another prosecution. You want to go to the world's top court? You go in absolute fact, an absolute narrative that you understand what you're getting involved in. That's what I'm working on. I'm even being rushed on the indigenous genocide of those First Nations children and the families. I'm being rushed on it. I wanted to experiment with freedom of religion first, but I don't have that luxury. The Canadian government is moving fast to try and ruin it already, and I have no choice but to cut them off and go forward. I think it's going to be good to go. I hope so. I have all these days from now till then to work on the Catholic Church and try to get as many bishops and archbishops signed on as possible. That's a real case. That's a real attempt. Now, there's no guarantees in life. I may certainly fail. There may be things I haven't looked at. But we're going to see when Karim Khan comes on board. But I promise you, Karim Khan is not going to be doing a Nuremberg 2.0, let alone anything to do with vaccinations or COVID-19. Zero chance, absolute fiction for all of you who would love to see something like that come forward, but instead, give me your money, send me all your cash, just like the Human Rights Commission of Ontario, just like all of these tribunals with no court, or the International Court of Justice that is only binding if the government in question voluntarily agrees to go forward. This is real. This is history. This is the legal system of the world. Whether people like it or not, that's reality. I've asked time and time again, show me what court is hearing the case. Show me a record of acceptance. Show me what court. Oh, it's the Hague. It's going to be that. It's going to be that. Is it going to be? Is it going to be? Because there would be a record of that. People can't show any records. I know what my dates are. What is Nuremberg 2.0's dates? Answer zero. There isn't any dates. There's never going to be any dates. There's no court case going forward. The prosecutor who would hear that, who's already likely heard it and thrown it in the garbage, has resigned, is stepping down ASAP, and the prosecutor coming up hasn't even come up yet. They're the ones who decide which cases to go forward. Do you think, after what just happened to the last prosecutor, that Karim Khan is going to turn around and prosecute a case against the UNSC, against those who are judge, jury, executioner, with the power of sanctions and everything else against the prosecutor, Karim Khan? Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think he just got ascended so he can get his butt thrown out of the ICC on his first day? Do you think he's even looked at any cases, as he's not even ascended? He's looked at stuff, but he officially can't answer nothing. We're going to see what comes post the 16th. But I guarantee you all, vehemently, absolutely, and entirely, There are no 1,000 lawyers, and if they are on it, it's another QAnon crap by another radical type guy who just wants to empty out all your pockets, get you going in a direction that sees you fall flat on your face. I could lie to you, I could sugarcoat it, I could tell you that it's going to be something else, but that would be a lie. And that's not why I got into politics. It's not what I'm trying to build. I'm building truth. No matter how unpopular it is, I've gone through this so many times. So many people have gone off the rails. Liar, liar, SOB. And they go, and they go. I went through it with Donald Trump. I went through it with the Supreme Court. And time again, it was exactly how I said it was, because I actually did the work, actually went through all of it in its entirety. As painful as that is, read each case, all the case entirely, each one, before I come forward and speak. And it's not to brag. People say, oh, he's so full of himself. It's not about being full of yourself. It's about actually going to these organizations, actually physically doing the work, and coming up with the determinations in real life, practical reality. Just like I built a provincial party for succession for the province of Alberta from Canada, I did that in reality, in a majority. I did that from scratch as a third-class citizen. Is my knowledge based on what I did or what I pretend things were done? Because the reality is, that's there physically. That was done. That happened. There's a log and a record of it. Just like my letters to the UNSCP-5, there's a log and a record of it. The things I've wrote, the things I've physically done, there is a log and a record of it. Where is this log of this case going forward with the ICC? And don't say, oh, well, July 4th or Independence Day, it's going in, USA Independence Day. How is that even possible when the prosecutor hasn't even ascended yet? That means it's fake. That means it's an absolute lie. That would be like me saying, oh, our case is in, we're doing this. No, I'm working on it. But I wouldn't lie and say, oh, I have this case against the government and blah, blah, blah. It's real. I'm going forward with it. But I wouldn't lie to get thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people asking for money, tell them all this radical work I did, where we're going, how we're going to get there, when it's an absolute fraudulent lie. People taking money for something that I guarantee you all is not going forward. Absolutely not going forward. I suggest you all read again. To find your truth is the UN Charter 1945, where you will see the power of the five, the power of ICC that's now in 1993, the ascension of it, but since 1945, where these cases go, who decides? Absolutely, five powers. And they've entrusted that to a court, which they are judge, jury, and executioner. That's reality. That's the power we, all countries of this world, gave the Allies. Now, we could have said no. We could have continued into World War II indefinitely until mankind was destroyed. But the Allies had a plan, and we all agreed to it. It's a better world than what was before. Fact. I don't think everything's great about it, but at least I go out on that world stage as it really is and come back with absolute truth. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't lie. I definitely don't ask people for money. And I definitely don't lie because it would be more popular than to tell the truth. That's called loser, and that's why we're all in absolutely the trouble we're in. And popular or not, hurt feelings or not, if you can't handle the truth, as all those before, I steadily grow slowly. More and more people come on. Even when masses leave, I've had way more massive FUs. You're an SOB. 1,400 of them in one post, one video. Called every name in the book, everything. And still people, still to this day, oh no, it's not true, we watched this is coming forward, except for it's not true, and it's still not coming forward. Month after month, they say, oh, next month, oh, this time, give me more money. And there are people raking in millions upon millions of dollars off of pure and simple ignorance, pure and simple fantasy. It's like selling a fiction novel. The sad part is, it's a fiction based on the reality of a world that doesn't exist, and people fall for it, and they're confused. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. Radicals, crazies, degenerates, making a living off the vulnerability of the masses, and that's what they do. Oh, you didn't get an election you like? Well, guess what? We have a fake narrative that you can pump all your money into, and we'll give you this big fiction, and in the end, we can't deliver you nothing. Thanks for all your money, suckers. Says it all there. I don't ask for money, and I certainly don't present fictions. That's the truth. People, you take it as you want. Take this, more people can leave and go, but you're going to find, in the long run, you're going to look back and say, geez, that guy didn't lie, even when everyone called him every name in the book and they stabbed him. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou or whatever, but I really do try as best as humanly possible. I'm the biggest sinner going, but when it comes to this and the narratives I present and this party I'm building, I try to follow Jesus. I take the insults, I take people sitting there telling me, oh, you're evil, you're this, you're that. No, it's you who's the problem. It's you. Look in the mirror. I look in the mirror, I accept my flaws, my problems, but you know what I'm not flawed on? Is telling you all the truth and staying the course. It's those who, when presented with any attempt, call it the Judas. There's history, stories of the Bible, just on Jesus' story. If anyone ever cares to read it, I'm not saying believe in Jesus, but he went through pure and living hell. And these stories are saved and shared as at least an example to people that look what happens. Even those who are supposedly with you or to stand with you, time and time again, expect to be betrayed. And when the chips are down, be ready and accept the fact you're going to get stabbed in the back. And sometimes it's those you least expected. This is human nature. This is reality. It's why I stay a fine line of truth and never stray from it, popular or not, and I don't care. I will never, ever be a populist, but you'll always get absolutely 100% truth, whether you like it or not, and I'll take the pies in the face, the mudslinging, the FUs, the loser bombs. It goes pretty far sometimes, especially when people start talking, trying to be righteous or in the name of God. And it's like, you're nothing even close to in the name of God, but you claim you are in your reality perceived, even though you're absolutely going the other way. And you don't even know. A lot of people don't even know it. And I just go, okay, I accept it. I can't change people. I just do little things each and every day to try and make the world a better place, try to make my country, Canada, a better place, and educate. And that's all I'll continue to do till the wheels fall off. That's it. But everybody, to close out the video, Nuremberg 2.0, absolute fraud, absolute lie. You can wait for it, or you can play the QAnon type game where every 2 months, not this month, next month. Oh, don't worry, next month it's coming. And you can waste your life away, send in your money, and keep going with the baloney. And nothing ever gets achieved except for the fact you followed a rabbit hole and it got you diverted from the problems at hand. Got you suckered on a loser narrative. And it's done by none other than political entities, world powers laughing all day long because they got you roped. Sorry, that's the truth. Bye now, everybody. Have a great day.